Hi everyone, this is Al Woods from Woods Recruiting, the free college recruiting service. And today's topic is, should high school coaches be hired full-time to coach their sport? And what I'm talking about is that they're no longer the math teacher or the English teacher now. They are the football coach or basketball coach full-time. Certain sports would require someone to be a coach full-time. The amount of time that coaches are putting into the sport is a tremendous amount of time, with coaching and game preparation and motivating and their players, and just all the little details that it takes to be a coach. There's not enough hours in the day to do it after school, and then they're doing it after school, but it's a huge amount of time. Do you think if they have more time during the day with recruiting, with academic progress, following on the academic progress of their athletes, maybe they're help fundraising, there could be a lot of things that high school coaches could do to help with the overall improvement of their program. Money is a big factor. If that coach is able to go out and create various fundraisers, because he has time now, he or she has time to do this during the day for their school. You need more money for travel expenses, for maybe team camp. So there's a lot of things that a high school coach could do, but because they're teaching class all day, that they are kind of restricted into what they can do. I think recruiting would be a big factor if the high school coach was available during the day to talk to college coaches about his players, her players. That would help big time in recruiting. If they could answer the mail, respond to emails, build player profiles, do all of these little things to help their players get recruited, it requires someone to be at it full time. But it's difficult to do it, I think. And if I'm wrong, correct me, but I think it's difficult to do this when you're at class at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, when you could be doing fundraising or following up on the student's progress or communication with the student athlete and the parents. Sometimes the communication is destroyed, for whatever reason, but now there could be a better communication between the high school coach, the student athletes, the parents, and the college programs. So I think that high school coaches should be paid full time to coach. I think you would get a better coach. I think you wouldn't have as many coaches who would quit, I guess. You probably would attract better people to coach high school, as opposed to you get someone who coaches, the team doesn't do well, they quit. So and then they're out. Maybe you would get more coaches to stay. Now, I'm not saying that it would work for every sport. Some sports wouldn't require a coach to be there full time. Some schools, certain sports are bigger than others, and that may require someone to be a full-time coach. So that totally would be up to the individual school if they want to hire a coach just to coach full-time. I believe the coach who does get this job should be in the school that he coaches. You have some situations where there are high school coaches who don't even work at the school that they coach. So I think the coaches should be employed by that school. They should be in that school every day in the capacity of coach, fundraiser, communicator with parents and college coaches, recruiting, all those sort of things, summer camps, team camps, whatever that a college coach would need from a high school coach, that coach would be there, be available for that. So I'd like to know what you all think about that. I kind of threw that topic out there before on my blog, woodsrecruiting.com, and I threw that question out on a message board maybe a year ago and got a huge response by that. There's a lot of people who are for it. There's a lot of people who are against it, and there's a lot of people who are kind of in the middle, in between, because they're saying one of their arguments is who would have the money? What school district would have the money to pay a coach just to coach full time? They think it's crazy. And I think there is a way. If college programs can do it, a lot of college programs have a fourth assistant. They have 3 or 4 assistant coaches, and they raise money by having camps. Okay, so I'm sure a high school could be creative and think of ways to raise money to maybe pay that coach's salary. Think outside the box, and I think you'll have more successful programs with more successful players, and you would eliminate a lot of recruiting services. You will eliminate a lot of miscommunication between parents and high school coaches. You would bridge the gap between the high school coach, the college coach, the whole recruiting process, because that coach is there. The high school coach is there full time and will have a major attention to detail. So let me know what you think. Thanks for listening. I'm Al Woods of woodsrecruiting.com. Check out our blog, woodsrecruiting.com. We offer a free high school recruiting service, and we'll talk to you again real soon.